Hola from the west side. It's me, DC the Purple Diva, and it is time for Not So Random Chat. So go grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever your libation is tonight, and let's start to talk about whatever we want to. I'll be right with you guys. Ooh, 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 ooh. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. I know I'm a couple of minutes late. And I'm not sure if notifications went out. So I'm gonna, give you guys a little bit of time to get in here for the late night chat. I know these YouTube streets have been busy. They have been busy. I know. But I got my ginger beer. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Mama. Glad you up. It's been some stuff going on. My prayers go out to the people in Boulder, Colorado, who had a grocery store shooting today. They say that it may be 6 people, as many as 6 people who were killed, including a Boulder, Colorado police officer. And at least one gunman was in custody. This happened this afternoon here on the West Coast. So I would say that it happened around 3 our time. So that would be 6 o'clock on the East Coast. But they were talking about that. That is something that happened today. So prayers are going out to Boulder, Colorado. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that movie that John David Washington was in, Black Klansman, I think that was based on a police officer in Boulder, Colorado, as a matter of fact. They don't know what the motivation was for the shooting in the grocery store or anything at this particular point. So it's just wild. Also, Miami, Dade County is now on a curfew for the next 3 weeks because, Florida was wide open. They didn't give a good flying fiddle about what's going on. And so literally in the streets of Miami, you had people, thousands, probably hundreds, I'll say hundreds of people thronging in the streets, spring break, no mask on. And now it's a problem. So now they've inducted I believe the curfew is from 7 or 8 o'clock at night until the following morning. And businesses are shutting down early. And they're telling the visitors to go to their hotels. Now I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. And this is just my thoughts, my opinion. But I think that at some point in the future, they're going to make it difficult for anyone who does not wish to get one of these vaccines that are going around to be able to travel or do other things. Now, that is not me saying to go out there and get it, because that is really a personal decision. But I'm saying that it may come to a point where you may not be able to travel if you don't get it. You know, I mean, I'm thinking right now that even though there is nothing in place, that I probably am going to have to think seriously about getting it to see my dad, even though my father is fully vaccinated. But because he is in the high risk of, category because of his age, not his health. But y'all know I'm still on the fence. I'm still on the fence about it. But everything is starting to open back up. And I believe that if people get careless, we're going to be back in the lockdown, but it's going to be more severe. And that may incite them to force everybody to get it in order to come out of lockdown. Just a thought to put out there. So I'm just saying, just putting it out there for you guys to think about it. The other thing that I've seen going around is, and I stated my opinion on this yesterday, more is starting to come out in regards to this, and I know it is Derek Jackson. I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson. I'm just for real. Exactly, him. The dating guru, coach, advice guy. Hey, DLD. DLD, I have to say, I love you putting some skating in your intros to your videos. I love skating, and I love seeing that in the beginning years. I just had to let you know I love that. Oh, one more thing before I go on and get into the Derek Jackson thing. I got my first YouTube check. There was some extra money in my bank account today, y'all. It wasn't a whole bunch of money, but it was some extra money in my bank account from my efforts on YouTube. So I thank everyone who has super chatted me. I thank you guys when you do it, but I thank you guys again. It was nice to see that first check in there, and mine was delayed because I use an alias versus what my legal name is. And so I had to send a copy of my driver's license or my photo ID to Google so that they can verify that I was the same person, because my photo ID has the same address on it. Yes. Took them like 48 hours to confirm that, and they released my money this month. I would have got it last month, but because of that little snafu, it was held over an extra month. But that's okay. That is okay. Hey, 12 Bells. Good morning. Now, I did put out a video today, you guys, and I apologize if you have some issues with hearing me over the music. When I replayed it before I uploaded it, you could hear me louder, but it appears that when it converted onto the YouTube, the music is not balanced like it was. So I apologize for that. If I can figure out how to re-upload it without losing the views and whatnot on it, you know, through the edit, then I'll do that. But if I can't, then you guys will get more information on that, because I plan on doing a live in regards to colorism real soon. I plan on doing that real soon. I also am going to be starting my membership, and I'll be doing a little membership drive. So I am going to start my membership. I should have it up by this weekend. And I will also put up a video in regards to it. What else? Okay, so now let's get back to Derek Jackson. Okay, so I don't know how many of you guys saw his Instagram, whatever you want to call that, that he put out yesterday. But he sounded like former President Clinton to me. When I did not have relations with that woman. He sounded like Clinton to me. Now, mind you, she didn't say they had relations. She said they had oral relations. And he was doing all the relating. So he's not lying, I guess. It's just lie by omission. But he's busted. And then you have these women, just like the women that congregate in KS's, that were like, oh, we understand. And then this Regin brought the Most High into it. This Regin brought the Most High into his foolery. Why do people always bring the Most High into their stuff when they're in the middle of a bunch of ish? Never mind, you've never heard them say anything about the Most High, ever. You've never heard him even talk about the Most High. Now, I don't follow him, but I've listened to enough of his stuff, over the past, I caught a clip here and there because, he's on Facebook and Instagram. And I didn't get the impression that this was a spiritual man at all. I didn't. I got the impression that this was, an arrogant man who thought he had the right to tell women how to conduct themselves with men. Sounded like I don't know, that Steve Harvey stuff. Only in his case, he hadn't been married at that point, originally. But he'd been with his wife for quite a while. And apparently, they got kids. At least one. And he says that they were separated. And that she had filed for divorce. Okay. But isn't he the one who put out a video? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm chewing on some aside blueberries. He put out a video. I don't know if it's still out there, but he did put out a video a while ago about being separated is the same that you're still married, and you need to clean up your stuff before you go off into other stuff. So that would mean that by his own words, what he did was not excusable. And yes, okay, he might have been going through something with his wife at that time. Okay, well, I'll give you that, dude. Maybe y'all were going through something. That's what men always say to the side chick or the potential side chick, is that they're going through something with their wife. Let's just forget about the sanctity of freaking marriage, shall we? Shall we forget about the sanctity of marriage? Let's do that. Let's see what you guys are saying. His wife looks like a teenager. She's pretty. Oh, she came on live with him earlier. He's a snake. Here's what I think. When he cut off the first girl that was on Tasha K's program, and shouts out to Tasha K. Shouts out to Tasha K for just blowing this, bringing this whole situation to light. Okay. I'm not giving any kudos to, the thirst trap that brought it to Tasha K. But at least now the women that follow him know who he really is. At least they know who he really is. So I'm sure he came on with his wife earlier, but back to when this woman who came on Tasha's last week, when he blocked her way back when, and I believe she said he blocked her like last year sometime. It's been a minute. That the wife found out way back then. Okay. She found out about it way back then. That's why he started posting pictures of her and everything, and trying to backpedal to make everything look good, because after all, he don't want to mess up his money. And the sad thing is that I don't think this is going to mess up his money, because there are just some women out there who are just going to go for the okie doke. They're just going to go for it, y'all. They're going to go for the okie doke. They're going to listen to the mess from this man. You know what? We do love the Most High, DOD, but most of us aren't freaking fools, because that is what where most men go when they're having issues, when they get caught. All of a sudden they get religious. This Regent ain't religious. He not religious. He's playing games with us. He's playing games with us. He is. That's what he's doing. Like I said, I've never been into Derek Jackson. Okay, he's a nice looking brother. I'll give him that. But he's a very arrogant man. He is now having to eat a lot of words of a lot of stuff that he has said in the past. It's just going to be very interesting how he gets out of this. The wife, of course, she's coming on the lives and everything with him. She basically has him by the cojones right now. I'm just saying. She has him by the cojones. You know what? You're right about that, Tasha. I mean, about that, Latoya. There are women out here who are looking at who still believe that R. Kelly is, has been unjustly accused. No matter the RICO charges and everything. Forget all of the stuff that he did to, rest in peace, Aaliyah. And the other ones who got involved. Hey, Terry. And the other ones who got involved with him. R. Kelly is, he's never coming. I don't think he's ever going to see the light of day. I think right now, but people have now turned their focus to T.I. and Tiny with that little crazy situation that's going on down in the ATL. And Miss Candy is trying to stay the heck out of that, She don't want whatever's going on over there to come jumping off on her. See, Candy has always been very, very open about however she is, and she made it pay off for it. Had her little, dungeon going around the country. But ain't nobody heard of nobody saying anything about, being forced to do anything or being drugged or anything with Candy and Todd. Okay? Ain't none of that come up. Her name hasn't even come up in the middle of all of this stuff. But this is her friends. And so people are looking at her sideways because it's by association. Association, you guys. I don't know. I don't know if T.I. gonna get out of this one. He better get him a good lawyer. And did you guys hear about that football quarterback? And the allegations that are coming up against him? I think it's the quarterback for Houston, if I'm not mistaken. I think his first name is Sean. Hey, uppity. I gotta go to your website this weekend, uppity, when I get after payday. Actually, I just thought about it. I might be able to go look at that right now because I got my YouTube tip. But I don't want to use my YouTube money on that. So, but I have to go because I want that dress. I want that dress. I want that dress for me. And then when I get that dress, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post me in that dress, and I'm gonna promote you, give you a free promo. I know T.I. is on some. Thank you, uppity. I love the dress. I'm glad that you posted it with both a white woman and then you posted it again with someone that has our kind of figure. T.I. ain't got canceled yet though. He ain't got canceled yet. But You know, he got to be careful. Like, dude, why would you do some dumb stuff like this? You are an ex-con. Do you not realize you still are a felon? You know, my dude, you're a felon. You can't even carry a gun, but now you want to go down for some sex stuff, dude. Yeah, but I liked how it looked against chocolate skin. That's why I was glad when you put her on there, because I was glad to see what it looked like against chocolate skin, because I got chocolate skin. Oh, they're two different dresses? Oh, girl. You shouldn't have told me it's two different dresses now. Because I love like the long dresses that fit. Because, you know, I mean, other than that, y'all know I'm a t-shirt and jeans girl. I'm a t-shirt and jeans girl. Outside of that, I don't know how many of you guys saw. I was wearing a wig all weekend. I don't have it on anymore. I'm like halfway done braiding my hair again. But I did put on a wig this weekend. It was a nice long and flowy one. It was interesting. I don't know how for the women out there that wear wigs all the time, my hat is off to you. I can't do it all the time. I can't. It's not like it didn't feel like I had it didn't feel heavy on my head, you know, but I could tell it was there. I could tell it was there. It didn't look wiggy, you know, it was one of the lace fronts, you know, so, you know, it all blended in and everything, that part, you know, but I was really trying it out for acting, because I have a movie role coming up. And the character that I'm playing is not a natural girl like myself. So I'm going to have to pull out some wigs for her. So hence I'm trying some wigs out. I want to see if I can find one with purple hair though. So I'm going to be searching, because I think they're cool with me having purple hair for the character. They think that the character will be cool having purple hair, but they just don't want it to be purple braids. So, you know, I can have purple straight hair or purple curly hair for this particular character. So we'll see. But yeah, I tried out the wigs this weekend. I should have done a review on it. I'll do a review on the next one I get. I should have done a review on it. You know, actually done a video with it on. I could still do that, you know. I could still get it on my head, because I'm not putting I'm not putting a whole bunch of braids in my hair. I'm putting like just enough to cover all my hair, you know, bigger sections, because I'm only planning on keeping this style in for about a month or two. But yeah, about a month. Let me see what you guys are saying. We're back on Mr. T.I. Two occasions. Oh, think of you. T.I. is on some, he's on some ish though. But see, here's the thing. I have always, you know, I watched T.I. when he and Tiny had their show and everything. And, you know, even before that. So you know, Tiny, even though, you know, she's sitting in that house with him and, you know, and he making all this money, please don't be misguided to thinking that she's sitting in and she, you know, all them songs that Candy be writing. Who you think she writing them songs with? Miss Tiny. They are still writing songs, so she's still getting all kinds of money. She got her own money, and he is not controlling her. She was a willing freaking participant in all of this ish with her husband. She's a willing freaking participant. She already has her own insecurity issues, you know? But I guess, you know, she decided to be a willing participant in this stuff because he was going to be with other women no matter what. He is not the faithful kind. I'm not going to say all men cheat, you know. I know there's women out there who would like to tell you that. And there's men out there who are going to tell you that all men cheat. All men do not cheat. But a lot do. Hell, there are women who cheat too. It's like, we're going to talk about the cheating men. There's cheating women too. But the thing is that the cheating men keep getting exposed. Derek Jackson, I always knew you were a snake. You just proved it to me. I always knew he was a snake. I always knew that fool was a snake. And I was like, these women are fools. He's going to get exposed eventually. And here we are. Don't they, Jack? They will start singing. Yeah, T.I.'s money ain't that long anymore. Hey, Tutu Thing, Miss Pamela. T.I.'s money is not that long any longer. Now, Derek Jackson, he wasn't paying anybody. I don't think he was paying those women. I think he was intimidating women to stay quiet. Because allegedly, a doctor had an aborted a child, allegedly, that was his. Allegedly. Now, I don't know what kind of man can intimidate. What kind of man intimidates a woman into aborting a baby? She says he forced her, but you know, you can't be forced to do a daggone thing. You can't be forced to do a daggone thing. And now she doesn't want to say anything because of, you know, well, you're a doctor. You know, you're supposed to be saving lives. And, you know, I mean, this is not any judgment about having an abortion or anything, but, you know, why did you get with him? Because apparently this doctor was also with him during the time that he's, you know, this is also someone who was with him during the time he's with his wife. Okay? They've been married, since 2016? So they've been married for 4 years, but they were together before that. I think they were together for at least 2 years before that. So he has been with the one who is his wife for about 6 years, but he's been doing these other activities all along. Because the one who came out on Tasha K's show met him on Twitter. You know. And so that means he had been tweeting to this chick from 2010, 2009, whenever Twitter came around, because apparently it was from the early days of Twitter. That's That's like what, 10 years. So we're to believe, excuse me, hey Joe. So we're to believe that all of this went on, and the only thing that happened when he got with this young lady who filmed inside of his house, the bedroom, is that there was a little, oral situation going on. I would go full gamut on it, but I want to keep this. I want to keep this as a monetized stream. So we're gonna just say, an oral situation. And he was down in Florida, or wherever. I don't know. Maybe was the house in Atlanta? I don't know. I know he's in the South. And how old is Derek Jackson? He's what, in his 30s? Dude is on some stuff. Oh yeah, she said he was good at it. Yeah, she did. I mean, Tasha got her to tell that man's business, and I'm sure some more ladies are gonna fall out of the tree. But you know what? See, here's the thing: men like that are going to want to, impress women with whatever their skills are, But here's the thing. You were married. I don't care if you're separated or not. Said woman knew that you were married and still took her behind over to your house. I'm just like, what if he must have been very sure that they were not going to get caught, that the wife was nowhere near. Because that's some bold stuff to do. And in your marriage bed, you sleeping with this person in y'all. I'm just trying to wrap my mind around this whole situation, because Tasha has already exposed two, because she came back out with another one who has even more receipts than the first one. It's just like they're gonna just keep falling out of the tree, They're gonna keep falling out of the tree, Hopefully it won't be like a Tiger Woods situation, when all the women fell out the tree. That he was cheating with. And he was doing stuff in the middle of this global situation. You slime bucket. Guess he wasn't worried about catching anything. Guess he wasn't. But you can't listen to nothing. You cannot listen to these internet people giving you advice about situations, about dating, about marriage, because they all seem to have all kinds of skeletons in their closets. Now, I'm not talking about, people who are telling you what they did to get to their situation and that kind of, That's a whole different thing. But these are people who are just basically out there having women throwing money at them, and they are a fraud. He's a fraud. Do as I say and not as I do, I guess, huh? Do as I say, not as I do. You know? I mean, so Mr. Jackson, are you still married if you're separated? Have you what, changed your thought process on that? Did God tell you that when you were going through your spiritual situation, dude? I can't. Don't be bringing God into your mess. I could much more respect, you know, people who just own it. Just own your ish. Don't suddenly get spiritual and find God in the middle of stuff because now you're busted. He didn't even sound sincere. And then he's still trying to sell freaking books. Now, I don't know about the conversation today. I'm going to have to go look at that one. But if you go to his YouTube channel, you will see that he has not posted anything on YouTube in quite a minute. In a minute. Now, what? Maybe he's going to start suddenly flooding his YouTube, or maybe he's just going to stay over there on Instagram with that mess. You know, hey, come on over here with your other friend. Now, we haven't had any craziness like this come up in regards to KS yet. You know, he's not married, so it would only be former situations. But we've seen some situations where he's been, you know, proven to be fraudish in some of his behaviors. You know, like, I don't know. These, you know, you're dealing with people who aren't even licensed to do the stuff that they're doing. I'm sorry, but I digressed, huh? I just went someplace. I know there's been a whole bunch of other stuff going on YouTube. I've seen lives popping up all daggone day today. You know, and I was off today, but I was enjoying my staycation. I just, you know, other than posting up my my coffee talk series earlier today and watching a couple of premieres, I didn't go into any of the live streams. Well, the situation just kept moving all day. So I couldn't keep up. So I'm going to have to catch some of that stuff, I don't know, overnight. Exactly, BOD. Both of them have a huge audience of Black women. One of them, you know, DJ, does all this stuff to quote unquote build Black women up and tell them they don't need to take stuff off of Black men, you know, who are doing all the same stuff that he's been doing. And then you, on the other side, you have KS, who it seems thrives in tearing Black women down. And they gravitate to that too. I mean, you know, and here's the crazy thing. I bet you they both have a lot of the same people in their audiences. I bet you the same women that listen to KS listen to DJ. Oh my goodness. You know, but that's just like, you know, the women who were listening to the nonsense coming from Mr. Harvey a few years ago. Saying, you know, he was talking all this mess. Like, dude, go sit down somewhere. You just learned how to be married. You just learned how to be married. Okay? And the one you married to now, we know who running things up there in the Harvey household. And it's not Steve. That's what we know. Many blacks are married but move on with their lives. Well, see, you know, that's a whole nother situation. I mean, I know a couple of people. I have a friend, an older lady who's a friend of mine. She's married, has never gotten a divorce from her husband. They don't live together. Same thing with another friend of mine. Her parents are not divorced. They just can't live together. They can't, you know, but they don't want to get a divorce. You got people who do that. That's different. But this whole situation with Mr. Derek Jackson, I don't think that's what was going on. He was just a snaky cheater, you know. I think that the wife had gotten tired of it, and that's why she wasn't. She wanted. They were separated, and I don't know. He got some fake religion. Fake religion. Trust me, you know, it's like you see guys who are out there just rolling through women, and then suddenly they find the Lord, and they want to change their wicked ways, and they want everyone to forgive them, including whoever they're married to. But I just find that he is not sincere. And I don't believe that many of these men are sincere. I just don't. Cheating is a choice. It's a choice. You have a choice in whether you cheat or not. Being committed to someone is also a choice. He chose not to honor that commitment. He chose not to honor his marriage vows. That's the way I see it. Let me see what you guys are saying. He is a creep uppity. Not all separations pray. That's what he's saying now, sis. But he did a video talking about if you are separated, you're still married. I don't know if it's still out there, but I remember that one. You know, I don't listen to everything that Derek says, but I did, you know, I did. I've heard his stuff from time to time. I'm not one of his followers. All them foolish women who are popping off cash, you know, sending him super chats and, you know, all that stuff. Anyway, giving him money, buying his books. Let me see what you guys are saying. He's lied to everyone. He's lied to everyone. I think he's even lying to himself. Okay? And I think he's lied to himself so long that he now believes his own freaking lie. Because he's I don't see how he's going to. I mean, I'm not saying that he's going to go down in flames. I don't think so, because I think you got all these people who are just willing to give him another chance. Okay? Especially if he just decides that he's going to stay with his wife. Then they'll give him another chance. And at this point, I'm sure he's paying her to stay. Or he's done some miracle in making her believe. But it's all lies to me. It's all lies to me. You know, I mean, because if he meant all the stuff that he was saying to women, he wouldn't have been out there doing this old mess. All separations are not created equal. It's a bunch of hogwash. It's a bunch of hogwash. And here's the thing. Most people don't even legally separate. It's not really a separation unless you legally separate it. It doesn't matter if you moved over here and she lives over here. If you haven't actually filed for a legal separation, you ain't even separated. Let's talk about that part, okay? Oh, people are just splitting hairs about this. People are just splitting hairs. He preached a bunch of, he did. He was telling women a lot of stuff. That's why I don't listen to these people. Why would I listen to these men? I'm not going to listen. I'm certainly not going to be listening to a Derek Jackson or a KS. Number one, like, okay, you 30 something. You know, thankfully I learned through my own ish when I was younger, you know, going through a marriage that was not, you know, what I wanted it to be or what I thought it was going to be, because, you know, me and this other person came in there with completely different ideas of a marriage. And then, you know, and then domestic violence. Well, you know, I exited stage left. That you want me to go, put your hands on me. DC gone. She out. Okay, so yeah. Let me see what you guys are saying. His wife is very beautiful. Oh, she had a bonnet on. I didn't even see. Like I said, I haven't seen it. But I'm sure I'm sure there's gonna be some clips all over YouTube by tomorrow. I'm sure there's gonna be clips all over YouTube by tomorrow. See. Now, you know, I have like one of those. They have these head wraps that are really bonnets. Let me just say, that are really bonnets, where they have that you know, it fits your head like a bonnet, and then you have the ties to tie around, but it has the satin cloth inside, but it's a head wrap. But if you took the ties down, it would just look like a bonnet, you know, and you gotta, you know, but yeah, no. See the bonnet thing. Y'all ain't seen me with a bonnet on yet. Y'all ain't seen me with a bonnet. I have one, but y'all ain't seen me with it on, have you? That part. You know, like tonight, I'm in the middle of doing my hair, so I have a hat on, because y'all ain't gonna see my hair looking crazy at the top, because I've only done the back. But I'm gonna come on camera for the last part of it, because we are close to an hour. We got like about 4 minutes left, and David is not here. So he will not be coming onto camera. It is just me. See, I have a hat on, covering my hair. I got a bunch of hair up under this hat. Y'all can see I'm braiding. See, there's braids. They're coming. see. I've done the back. That's all it's done. This side, this side. Let me see. Cheating is a trigger word for you. You know, see, here's the thing. I mean, I think all of us have been cheated on or at one point. That wasn't the reason, you know, in my marriage when I was married, but other relationships that I was in, yeah, I got cheated on. It ain't nice. Not a nice feeling, you know, not a nice feeling to know that the person that you are with is out there doing the things that they do with you with somebody else. You know? So no. But you know, see, it's just me, quiet in here. See my ginger beer. This is the Trader Joe's ginger beer. I gotta get my Australian ones. I gotta order me some more. But this is the Trader Joe ginger beer. It's actually good. It's not real beer. It is not beer. This is like a strong, it's stronger than ginger ale though. Ginger ale is, you know, not as strong as ginger beer. This has more ginger root in it. Has more ginger root, and ginger is very good for you. Very good for you. You know, see, let me see. When I was young and dumb, in college, I had a boyfriend who cheated on me. And I didn't break it off right away, but I did eventually because first of all, I busted him. So it wasn't like I busted him. I like walked up on him. How about that? Walked up on him. So it was bad. And let's just say that the DC you guys see today is not the same DC I was at 21 or 22. I was fresh out of DC. And LA men, they ain't even know. Yeah. Whew. I'm glad he didn't call the police. And the girl was scared of me from that point. You know, I let her have him. And then he was sorry that he was with her because that situation just went, woo! I tell you, bad things have happened to guys that cheated on me. And nothing, it wasn't me. It's just the person that they did the ish with. Whew, yeah, they had some serious issues. But I'm gone. Once I find out, see ya. I'm out of here. I'm gone. You know, and at this age, being in my late 50s, you know, I'm with someone who's in their 50s. You know, if you with me all the time and you still got time to go cheat, you got time to go cheat. Yeah, my guy's not a cheater, so I know this. You know, but there are cheaters. You know, there are women who cheat. There are women who cheat. There are men who cheat. You know, it is what it is. But I'm gonna get ready to get out of here because I'm gonna go finish. I gotta go finish my hair, y'all. I gotta finish this tonight. I'm gonna go finish my hair. I will have an upload tomorrow. It'll probably just be a shorty. I'm still working on my next vlog. And I am also working on doing one where I'm going to show you that I'm going to finish this up. But I'm trying to find some music. That's my issue right now. Because I don't want to, because my music that I have, my music doesn't work for a painting video where you guys are seeing me doing it in time lapse. So it's really fast and stuff. And I haven't figured out how to download the song that I want from the YouTube audio gallery so that it's in my iMovies so that I can link it into my stuff. When I figure out how to do that, then I'll be able to put that video up. Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone's not a cheater. I've been cheated on. It doesn't feel good. It does not feel good. It feels good to catch him, you know, and it feels good when I see the ish they go through afterwards. All right, you guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I will be back on Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday live. But in the meantime, don't forget to go check out my videos. I am now figuring out, y'all, how to link other videos to my videos. So y'all are going to start to see me linking other videos that I've done to videos. To the one that I put up today was the first time I did it, because I finally figured out how to do it. And I'll see y'all on Wednesday. I'm out of here. Peace and blessings from the West Side. I swear, y'all, this is not alcohol. It is not alcohol. I am not drinking alcohol. I have the giggles. I have the giggles. I promise you. I'm out. Peace.